Virginia is a witch and she farts in her chair. Jason is a spaz who's got an old man's ass. Welcome to the After the Show podcast.
Yeah, baby, it is the weekend. The Friday KVJ After the Show podcast. I talked to Virginia earlier. She is headed to Tallahassee today to drop her daughter Magnolia off for her time at Florida State University. She was at the Caribe Royale Orlando, telling us all about it earlier. Nice little posh stay she got last night, of course. We're here schlepping, doing the Lord's work. She'll be back tomorrow, though, for our live show.
Yeah, when I'm on a road trip, I'm usually a motel man. But,
Me too.
She sold it so nicely, Kevin.
Yeah, sounds lovely, doesn't it? Very lovely. So, yeah, we'll see her tomorrow at Buffalo Wild Wings in Jensen Beach, starting at 4 o'clock. We are going to do something a little bit different here today. We're going to try Producer Denny's Knows When You're High and the After the Show, just to kind of let the bands go. Anything can be said, anything can be done. Anybody around here could even be high. I don't even know. It could happen.
I think it did.
I mean, it's Friday.
I think it did.
Fantastic. That's
It's
good.
Friday, dog.
Yeah, that's good.
Allegedly. All of this is allegedly. Let's just
Yes. So the beautiful thing about this is if somebody is just blasting it out right now, we need somebody that is high and somebody like to pretend like they are high to go on ahead and call us, 877-979-WRMF, 877-979-9763, and we can play with no restraints. That is international waters.
feels real free.
Yeah.
Doesn't it feel
is.
nice to kind of break off the shirts?
Yeah. Just tear loose.
Be a beast?
Yeah,
great.
Nice.
Let me see. Got a couple things. Oh, I want to do a quick shout out here. Lyco. I said, hey, Kev, I'm the woman who said hello last night at the basketball game. I was so nervous. The queen is beautiful. Sorry, my kid beat your kid. Yes, it's tough.
Oh, damn.
Yeah,
Damn, she's talking shit.
Yeah, well, she is. She was lovely. It was very nice. She wished me happy birthday, and it was good. And sorry, I was a little flustered because, yeah, they were just, the Cannon's team was just getting fucking pounded.
How many boards did he bring down?
He had some, and he had some points. It wasn't enough. They were just outmanned. There were two amazing players. Oh, more than two. I mean, they had 3, 4. I mean, their team was just really good that they're playing, and it was just a butt-whooping happening.
You're not a psycho dad where you can't tell me his exact stats from the night before?
No,
You couldn't
I
tell
don't
me his
know.
rebounds and points?
No, I don't do that. I think he had over like 10. He had maybe 12 or something like that. But, it wasn't enough to get it done. So, just hopefully it'll be motivation for Kenny to work harder because, yeah, that other team was pretty good. So, yeah, and I was just trying to not talk. And we had that one thing where the kid who was really good, like his parents were sitting behind us and they were very talkative. And the queen had been drinking wine. I'm like, oh, my gosh, this thing could erupt.
When that happens, when you know that, because you've been married to the queen for so long, kind of like a hurricane warning, conditions are ripe for a possible weird thing to happen. Do you start to get a little pre-anxiety?
Yeah, well, part of me is I'm like, hey, just, because she had a little bit of wine going on. The woman behind us, she was Spanish. My wife's Spanish. And look out, because, they're a little bit more vocal and they go a little hot-blooded sometimes. And I heard her husband was like, all right, kind of bring it down a bit.
Come on,
there were a couple comments that I don't know that she was on the vino, but, she was... she was vocal and saying stuff. Well, what she was saying, I think that kind of got the queen going. She's like, that team only has one good kid, and he's number 17, and that's not Cannon's number.
Oh,
yeah.
shit. Yeah, you can't. Man, that woman's a fucking. What are you saying?
She just kept saying that over and over again. She's like, they only got one good player, and the queen's like, I'm gonna fucking turn around and knock that bitch out. And I'm like, let's not do that. Let's not do that.
Gosh, that would give me anxiety because you're hearing it all develop.
Yeah. Yeah. So, Lyco, you almost saw an amazing show. You would have been like, oh my gosh.
Now, what happens if that does go down? You guys are in the basketball stands. The queen gets in the other woman's face. What's your move as the husband?
I gotta get her out of there. I just be like, let's just go. I mean, none of this is worth it. I didn't say a peep. I was just, I'm looking. I'm trying to even watch my face, but I was just like, oh gosh, this is rough to watch, man. It was tough.
I get it though, man. Because I mean, it's your kid, and you hear other people talking some shit.
Well,
I understand why people go
that's
crazy.
where it goes. Well, I mean, they were very, very vocal about their kids doing well, but it was the thing that got her going was when they kept saying, they probably said it 5 to 10 times, like, they've only got one good player. What are y'all doing, man? Come on. Like, oh, you got to worry about 17. And she's like,
fuck those parents.
Yeah,
God, they suck.
It was tough. I was to the point where I'm like, yeah, maybe we need to move. Yeah, because I was like, gosh, we are gonna have a fight. If it would have been 5 more minutes on the clock, the Queen would have been throwing down.
When it's not your parents, some of the most entertaining things ever is to see youth athletic
but when
parents.
you're in it, there's so much anxiety. So when she said happy birthday, I was like, it's almost startled. I was just like, I was so on edge.
That sucks.
Well, I had gone to the bathroom. I was coming back, and I thought when I came back there was going to be a full-out brawl.
Oh, man.
So I was already like, and my mind was just like, please don't let the Queen be in the middle of a fist fight.
Because we all get a little lippier when we have a couple drinks in us.
Yeah, and look, the Queen's like, she's like Virginia. Virginia would say, like, so, if I don't talk shit about my kid, like that's the Queen's got that kind of, mentality on it. To me, I'm like, all right, yeah, you don't like hearing it, but.
You're a peaceful. Well, you can let shit roll off your back.
To me, I'd be like, I'm like, well, if you don't want him to say it, then show him up.
Get good.
Yeah.
And shit, you better bring down them boards. You better get them points.
Like, dog, if you don't want to hear that kind of stuff, then then let's get back in the gym and let's work harder than those other kids so you can catch up. And then maybe the next time they'll be like, all right, there's only 2 good players on that team.
Yeah.
Yeah. Meanwhile, the lady that just emailed you, she emails you back on Monday. Yeah, I agree. Cannon's not that good, Kevin. Like, fuck you.
Before we get into producer Denny's Knows When You're High, quick question from Linda. She said, Denny's, we go to North Carolina all the time, but they don't have recreational weed there. What are your thoughts on flying with gummies? Carry on, check bag, just don't do it. My husband needs his gummies to sleep, and without it, it's a ruined vacation. That is a good question. I know we talked about that because I was really relying on the gummies there to get a good solid night's sleep. And I don't sleep well when I'm in a strange bed in a strange town.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, it's a little tricky. It's a little bit gray, too, I'd say. But, I mean, I have tricks, I guess you could say, Because you're not supposed to, if you go to a state where... So my basic rule of thumb is if Florida's legal and I have my license and I'm going to another state that's legal medically... Mm-hmm. I feel it's less of a risk to bring it with you because you're bringing it to another medical state. Now, you don't have a medical license in that state, and it is still technically not correct for you to do. But I find that one's a little bit less,
You could see how
illegal.
the cops would go, all right, the guy thinks he's going across another medicated state. He comes from a medicated state.
If you're going to a state that does not like it, then I wouldn't take the risk at all. But if you're going to a recreational state, I mean, I would just pack my gummies because you're going to a state that's recreational anyway.
What's the one state you go, fuck no, I'm not even messing with no weed?
Kansas always scared me. I don't know if they've changed their stance. I haven't looked recently, but that was one of the biggest against it. I think one of the Carolinas, too, is super against it. I think it's South Carolina is super against it.
Probably, I think South Carolina might be a little bit more conservative than North Carolina.
One of my baseball buddies said the same thing about Kansas because he was a big weed smoker. He goes, Kansas scares the shit out of me when it comes to just weed.
They got that's yeah. I mean, I lived in Kansas City, and Kansas is really locked down. That's where I was telling you you can't buy booze on Sundays, and their strip clubs are even a lot more restricted than Missouri was.
They wear jackets,
straight up just titties in a jacket.
I think you had to have pasties, or it was something crazy. I can't remember. I think you had to have bottoms on, you had to have pasties, and then there was you had to keep a distance. I'm not sure you could buy booze in
10 feet back.
Bottoms and pasties. What is this fucking softcore on HBO?
Yeah,
10 p.m.
It was. Yeah, it was like maybe Cinemax the best.
Weird.
Yeah. Even Cinemax will give you a little,
But they make this is kind of what I do. Given if I go to New York or Colorado, I don't really think it's a big deal because they're recreationally legal, right? But a lot of the places don't. In New York, Colorado's on lock, but New York, it's still so new. It's still kind of hard to get in some places because they're still implementing it.
Well, Caitlin wanted to know because she has to fly out of the country. She is going next Friday. She's got to fly to France. And she's going to be over there, and she's. What do I do? How do I get my stuff there? Because she won't know anybody. She won't be able to get anything.
How does she get her French connection?
Yeah, right. Yeah, I mean, if anybody knows anything about the international game.
So I mean, it's tricky. I know there's some countries that absolutely abhor weed, and they will throw you in jail.
Russia would not be the place. Apparently, I've learned from the news.
I was gonna say that Brittany Griner store, any other country other than the U.S. I'm like, are we sure?
Things are different now, though. I mean, every place I went before marijuana became illegal, I would just pull a "Hey, Mister." I would always ask taxi drivers. Now I guess I'd ask a French Uber driver, "Hey, I can get some."
Oh, yes, monsieur.
Yeah, monsieur, can I get some? But yeah, I mean, if you're flying to any place where it's medically legal or it's recreational and you have your card here and it's something that helps you, buy some gummy. This is what I do. I buy those gummies. It's the vitamin gummies.
Okay.
Right? Empty half of them out, put the marijuana gummies in there, and then screw it back up and throw it in your carry-on.
Oh, wow.
I mean, it looks just like normal gummies.
Very good idea.
The other one is they sell marijuana pills. They also sell marijuana tinctures, which is a liquid that you just squirt in your water. Just rip the label off and just throw that in your thing and say it's eye drops. I mean, it could be anything.
I wonder what the French weed would be like. If I'm chilling in France and someone rolls a French joint.
I bet it's good.
Yeah. Ooh.
I bet it's good. I mean, there's a lot of countries that still. I mean, England has a bunch of weed too. You just never hear about it.
Does weed change from country to country? I'm used to U.S. weed, but if I did go to a France or if I went to an Italy, what's Italian weed like? Is it the same fucking thing?
I mean, it's a lot similar. I think back in the day it was a little bit more diverse, but now that everybody's they have seeds. There's different places. There's different designers that are coming out with designer seeds for marijuana, name brand seeds, and they sell them to a bunch of dispensaries, a bunch of different grow houses.
Okay.
So they're growing other countries' weed. A lot of our weed came from Canada for a long time before it was legal.
Huh.
They would just yeah, I know, right? But that's where a lot of it was grown. So a lot of it's grown in greenhouses. It's grown in indoor climates.
Okay.
So it's kind of, it really, if it's grown in France or here, a lot of it's grown indoors.
Yeah, I think Caitlin's going to have to go weed-free for the month. So.
If you ask five people, you'll get weed, especially in these.
Well, I think she flies in there, but then she's going to be on a boat, so I don't know that she's going to be
something
to get that.
Connections happen sometimes.
You think so?
Yeah.
So she's going on a boat, like a cruise?
It's like a boat. Yeah, it's just a big old boat. I don't know much about it. It's not like a cruise.
Gotcha.
The people that she works for have got a boat.
I used to sneak it on cruises. They really hate when you bring weed on those things.
Do they?
Oh, my gosh. There's a camera on every corner.
Oh, wow.
You probably, brought on the real weed, not an oil of sorts.
Well, this is before. I haven't been on a cruise in a fortnight, but when I used to go, it was well before marijuana was legal. And what I would do is roll. I'd buy that rolling machine. It's a little thing that you can throw. It's made for rolling tobacco. And I would roll 20 marijuana cigarettes, and then I'd buy a pack of cigarettes and empty them out and just throw them in there.
Okay.
And you're allowed to bring a pack of cigarettes on you if it's in your pocket.
Yeah, Canadian Bacon said in France and Quebec, we mix the tobacco and weed together.
That's pretty popular. So I used to smoke cigs back in the day, and I quit. So I try not to do that, but it does make it burn pretty nice, and it does get you pretty
it gets you
twisted.
fucked up, man. You all of a sudden, you go in there working on.
That's what they do in the Caribbean with spliffs, where they roll them out. When I was in the Cayman Islands, we went to buy weed, and this one guy ripped us off, and my buddy chased him down. And then the guy's like, all right, I'll get you weed. So he got us weed. And he taught us how to roll spliffs, where you roll it diagonally and make the end fatter.
Okay.
I'm not sure I'm going to be comfortable after, though. Like, if my friend chased down another guy, give me my fucking weed. I'm going, is this guy going to, I don't know, jerk off my weed now? Is he going to spin in it?
He made him take it to the place. We went to his place, and he sold it to us there. And
Gosh, that whole situation makes me so uneasy. My friend's chasing someone down. Give me my weed.
Dude, we went from chasing the guy down for ripping us off to him selling us weed, and then we drank 153 with him, which is the even more powerful 151.
Do you agree with this? Somebody texted and said hemp wraps are way better than tobacco wraps.
I totally agree with that. So a lot of if you get the raw papers too, a lot of the stuff's hemp now. They're trying to keep it all in the family, because if you do a blunt or something, that's tobacco leaf. That's still, even though there's no tobacco in it, you're still rolling with a tobacco leaf.
Yeah, sometimes if you smoke a joint, if that's got the tobacco roll to it, it does. It'll fuck you up in a way you're not expecting if you don't usually smoke with those things.
Okay.
It gives you a tiny cigarette buzz on top of your
and I don't.
weed buzz.
I'm not a cigarette smoker, so anytime that would happen, I go, "What the fuck?"
Yeah, it gets you real high.
Is this real?
But yeah, it's a popular thing. It makes the joint roll better and burn a little bit slower. It makes it burn better, rather.
Okay. Well, we got a couple players on ready to do producer Denny's Knows When You're High. We're going to start with Kate here in West Palm Beach. Hello, Kate.
Hello.
Hello. How are you doing?
I'm great. How are you?
Doing good. Okay.
Okay, Kate, we got our eye on you.
Yeah. All right. So Denny's bringing this thing to the after the show for the first time. Anything goes. What would you like to ask of Kate to try to figure out if she is high or not?
All right, Kate, for the first question, what's the maximum number of cats you think you could hold at once?
8.
Really?
8?
I've tried holding 2.
I'm calling BS on that.
I've tried holding 2, and I found
Hey.
it difficult.
What kind of kitty cats are we talking about here?
How big are your hands, Kate?
Technically, you could be laying down, and when you lay down, a lot of cats want to come and snuggle, so you can be holding them off the ground, but not necessarily standing up.
Yeah.
So I think
all
you could do 8.
Huh.
Oh, wow, she stands by it.
Okay. Yeah, she did. Yeah, she doubled down on it. She defended it.
If they got no
I mean,
they got no paws.
I have 8 cats, so
Oh, all right.
I got it.
Maybe she knows.
All right, it's Kate plus 8 over here.
It is
You got
Kate
it.
plus 8 cats.
Second question for you. What classic movie would make a great porno? Taking the...
Oh, gosh. Classic movie? Can it be something like Groundhog Day? That would be kind of awesome.
Oh, Groundhog Day porno. Every day he wakes up.
Classic is like 1920s. I'm trying to think of the genre.
That's like 80s backwards, right?
I mean, hog is a name for a dick.
It's classic.
Groundhog.
Groundhog Day.
okay.
Yeah.
All right.
It's very carnal, Kevin.
That's
Good
funny.
work, yeah.
Do a bunch of
Just what
scenes.
came to mind.
Snog isn't no Snog's kissing.
Snogs kissing,
Yeah.
making out in British.
Okay.
All right, and final question for you here. What do you think would be the best dessert to fuck?
Yeah. Yeah,
Apple
definitely.
pie, 100%.
Apple pie, you
That's
said?
hilarious. Yeah, from the movie. I mean, not every 12-year-old boy, 13, 14 adolescent was like, oh, apple pie, okay.
Fudge round might be kind of fun. A fudge round.
Oh, yeah, the fudge brown round.
The
Sounds
big
messy.
one?
Oh, my God.
The big one. Family size days.
Yeah, oh, I hear you. I was just trying to think, is apple pie the best pie to bang?
No, it's not. I don't think it is.
No, I mean, maybe you could do like leche, something nice and wet.
Get
How
that
about
milk.
a pot pie?
Oh, yeah.
There you go.
Extra meat, extra carrots.
I don't know. That's like speed bumps.
What about, well,
Oh, my goodness.
pies got bumps.
Yeah, I don't know.
What about
I don't want that.
I've been listening to you guys for over 20 years. Back when you were on Wild 95.5. It's hilarious.
Oh, you're not allowed
You
to
guys
say,
are awesome.
you're not allowed to say that name on the air.
We're not on the air.
I'm just kidding. I'm just
We're on the
joking.
fucking podcast.
Yeah.
That's right. That's right.
I'm just kidding.
That's right. Whatever she wants to say. All right. So, what are you thinking here about Kate, Denny's? Is she high or not?
She's giggly. She's fun. Humor in my jokes, my questions. Let's see. I kind of am getting a high vibe from her. Maybe I'm just hyped it's Friday, too. And
I mean, I'm a mixologist. I'm on my way to work.
A
I sell
mixologist.
plants for a living. I love to do yoga.
she's got to be high, right?
Well, I mean, she's, yeah.
This is all the high things I love. Plants, yoga.
Yeah.
I think I'm going to go high, right?
Gonna go high. Are you high,
Oh,
Kate?
for sure, for sure.
Okay.
Oh,
for
And I
sure.
definitely recommend the volcano for Denny's. As you get older, you know, the bong starts to get harsh. So, you know, transition over to that. You get the benefits of the whole flower, and it's less smell and easier on the lungs. So,
It's-
volcano.
I love
100%
the
classic one.
all the new
Recommend it.
apparatus now are so nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
I got to get on it.
Well, yeah, you win again. I'm glad you did. I didn't want to stump you too bad.
Wow, thanks for playing. I think you crushed it.
Kate, have a great time
guys
with,
are
with all
awesome.
with all the plants and shit. That sounds fun.
Plants,
Oh,
cats.
it's amazing. I have like little tents all over my backyard. It's gotten out of hand, but I love it so much. It's a happy hobby.
Wow. That sounds like fun. All right. Well,
Plants a maniac.
I'd like to. It'd be boring, but I'd like to tell you. I talked about a couple of plants. There's some invasive species type plants, but I digress. So we'll talk later.
okay.
But yeah, just keep those in the pot. You're okay. You're okay.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, Kate. Have a great weekend. Okay.
You too. Thanks, guys.
Okay. Gonna try another one here. Denny's back with the hot hand here. We have Ty from Port St. Lucie, as you like to call it, Pot St. Lucie.
Hi.
Okay, you're thinking hi already. Hello, Ty.
Hi.
Hi, Ty.
What's going on, KVJ?
Yeah, what's up, Ty? Okay, Denny's going to grill you some questions here, and he's going to guess if you are high or not. What you got for him, Denny's?
All right, first question. Which Muppet would give the best blowjob?
Oh, Piggy, for sure. That pig one, she's got it.
I feel like she's so stuck up.
I think she is stuck up, but I think she gets like drunk nasty when she drinks. She's like, yeah, put it in my butt. Like,
Yeah, all right.
Yeah, I do.
She knows what she's got. That's why she's stuck up.
What about the hippie chick? Hey, man.
See, yeah, I think
Hey.
the Dr. Teeth Band.
Let me give you a blowjob. No?
Okay, come over here. Yeah, I think so.
Doctor, was it Dr. Teeth?
Dr. Teeth.
Oh, my
He's
gosh.
the worst.
Oh, yeah.
That's not who you are.
No, thank you.
The Electric
no, thank
Band.
you, Dr. Teeth.
By the way, unsung hero, kind of, I think Scooter.
Because he tries so hard.
He's a people pleaser.
He's a tryhard.
He is. He is a people pleaser. It's a good thought.
Second one for you. What would be the worst thing right now in your house to make anal beads out of?
Oh, shit.
He really rocked his world.
I used to have this turtle and all the beads in the bottom of the little tank, but the turtle has been gone for like a year, and I still have the tank in the back of my yard. So all that algae and nastiness from a year, that would be wild, huh?
Dude, this guy's got turtles. This guy's got turtles. He's definitely high.
Had turtles. He had turtles.
Yeah, he's a turtle guy. He's high.
Okay, what else we got, Denny's?
All right, Ty, how many sunflowers do you think you could eat?
Are we talking the full grown, like the size of my head, or the little tiny ones that are on the ground that look like?
You know the answer, Ty.
Yeah, come on.
Yeah, come on, Ty. Respect the game, dude.
I would say I'd probably get down maybe 3, and then it'd probably be really dry after that. I'd probably want to die.
Ty, kind of a pussy.
Dude, 3 of those things, I guess it'd be tough.
Is there a world record for that? I'll go head to head with Bird.
Oh,
wow.
Okay, Ty.
Okay.
I see it working.
Now he's kind of calling you back out.
I like
you don't
it.
call him a pussy.
I bet you there's
Invite
no.
me to the studio. I'll do that.
Doc, I'm terrible at world records. You'll win.
I bet you there's not one for that. You could set that.
What, sunflowers eating?
Most eaten sunflowers. Huh? Let's see.
No, we got that.
I'm thinking about Ty here. He's tricky.
He is tricky because turtles,
Turtles throws off everything.
Port St. Lucie. You
It's
can't get any higher than this, Denny's.
It's very high. It's very high. Ty high. Is it too high though? Is it a red herring?
Exactly. Is he M. Night
Actually,
Shyamalan on our
that's
ass?
crazy.
Yeah. Is he getting me here? Oh God, I don't want to go to an event.
No, if
Get
you
ragged
blow
on.
this, and then like the first thing is just gonna be like, they're just gonna have nothing but Denny sucks shirts on.
Oh, that's the only thing anyone's gonna say to
Denny,
me.
Yeah.
our events in less than 24 hours. You can't fucking fail this.
It'd be very
Don't
mortifying.
fuck it up. Don't fuck it up.
All right, Ty, hold on a second.
I like it, Ty. Get him. He's
Trying
he's
to get
weak,
his
Ty. Don't fuck it up.
Oh God. Oh, let's see. Ty. High Ty. Is he too high? The turtles.
But that turtle was such a pure answer. That's who he is. He's a turtle guy. Dude, he's high.
He could have gotten late to the game with the turtles and then decided he didn't like them.
He's still high.
Yeah, you're right. If you ever consider turtles. Oh gosh. All right. Let's see. So Ty.
By the way, your wife is in the chat room. She said your son is listening. No pressure.
She loves trolling on me.
In the great words of Ty, shit.
Oh, your son is gonna just be so embarrassed.
Just don't think about the stakes, Denny's.
Gosh.
From Vero down to Miami, they're
The
all
high
listening.
stakes.
Yeah.
All right. I mean, geez. I thought I was trying to be. I thought he was trying to fool me with the high stuff.
Do you think he's? You do not think he's high?
I wasn't necessarily getting that at first,
Okay.
but I mean, turtles, Port St. Lucie.
You know, don't let me get in your head.
Yeah.
I've been very vocal, and I'm sorry.
It's be big. It's gonna be big. Because I feel like Bird's trying to push you into that he's high, but your instincts are telling you no.
Exactly.
Yeah, but I mean,
Exactly. Go with your instincts, my friend.
Okay.
you think I should go with my instincts?
Of course. I don't want that blood on my hand.
Your
Yeah,
son
he's
Lachlan
tricky.
wants you to
Geez,
answer.
I know, and everybody's throwing this all on me. Let's see. I guess I'll just go with my instincts.
Go.
I wasn't thinking he was high at first. I think I'm gonna stick with it. Oh God, I can't even hear the answer to this.
Ty, are you high or not?
I am not.
I didn't think he was.
Wow.
Oh
Wow.
man, yes.
Wow. He's not high. And
Ooh.
Denny's, man, whatever it
Yes.
is, that instinct. And Bird's like, oh, come on, he's got to be high.
Well, I'm high. 'Cause
Well,
I
it's
think
just-
everyone's high.
I took a rip too. I'm not gonna lie, but
wow. Okay, hey, that's big.
Wow.
I just felt like it was a.
Ty, you tricked the chat room a lot too. A lot of people thought you were high. Great job, my
that
man.
was solid. That was,
I
that just
tried my
goes,
best.
wow, that just goes to show the power of Denny's, man.
Oh
Wow.
man,
That's so big going
Thank you,
into
Ty.
tomorrow.
I just couldn't deal with it.
Not high Ty.
Even not at events, people talk trash.
Man,
Yeah.
the turtle thing threw me. Most people with turtles, adults.
Right. I was going to sell Denny's suck shirts out there at the event for people to wear.
Hey,
Yeah.
make them anyway though, because you never know.
Denny suck shirts. Virginia's wrong shirts.
Suit screws shirts.
Suit Screws South Florida.
I love it.
Gosh, that'd be a great one as well. Yeah, we got to really get the merch going on here.
We do.
Hey, Jaybird, go fuck yourself.
I mean,
Oh
That'd be
yeah.
That'd be a great one as well. My gosh. We do have some emails about that. Alex in Palm City said not going to be able to join you guys at Buffalo Wild Wings. Unfortunately, going to be out of town. Are there any other events planned for this summer? Maybe a Crazy Horse Part 2. I don't think we have anything lined up with them, but we do have another show, a Make Good, that we're going to be doing at the Palm Beach Kennel Club. We just got that locked in, I think just yesterday. It's going to be Saturday, July 22nd. Doors open at 6. I think the podcast starts at 7, so it's going to be a Saturday night.
are you going KVJ official right now? You're going public with this?
Yeah, I'll let the people know that. Now, there's going to be a lot of other details that you'll definitely want to know. But, yeah, I'm letting the people here, since this is the exclusive club, I wouldn't say that on the regular show yet. But, you know, for our fun little club that we got here on the After the Show, you guys get it here first.
Oh, yeah.
We're
I
going
like
to break
it.
all the news
Yeah.
here on the After the Show. So, yeah, so we'll have that happening. So there's a photo from when we were at Crazy Horse before.
Okay.
Alex in Palm City do the photo.
Oh,
with the
yeah.
bird. Very lovely. Lovely photo.
It's a good photo.
Yeah. Also, we got Sarah Curtis. She's got to work a wedding. She won't be able to make it, unfortunately, but she was going to try to make the KVJ Live on the 22nd.
Oh,
so
she
we'll
can't
see
make
her
it
there.
tomorrow? Ah, shit.
Twitter Sarah.
Do you want to know if you've heard of this? There's a Funfetti popcorn by Pillsbury. It's like a Funfetti glaze. I don't know what the hell that is.
Ooh, that is just fun.
They're
then
putting
they-
that flavor on everything.
And they
now.
got a Trix one, too.
Yeah, man.
damn.
The cereal game is really they're really morphing into it, Denny's. Like, they're giving it to us.
Well, they came out with all the cereal bars, which are kind of like a snack, and now they're adding those flavors to popcorn. They're selling just the powders to a lot of the different things too, like the Trix and the Cinnamon Toast Crunch. They sell just the coatings of them now.
I'm such a CTC fan.
God, I'll eat an entire box in one sitting. I refuse to eat that cereal because it's so good.
It is, yeah. You just can't even touch it.
Oh,
Yeah, I just stay away from it.
It's one of those ones where you get the family style, and then day 3, you're on your 7th box. You don't even remember getting the other 6 boxes.
It's too good because you know how sometimes you get a little flavor blind to things. You eat it and then it kind of loses its muster throughout. That one continually gets stronger as you eat it.
You ever have a snack, it hurts so bad because you're full, but you said, fuck it, I'm going to do it anyway?
Yeah.
Yeah, I try to stay away from those moments.
You're a disciplined man. I'm a
But
flawed
it has
man.
happened. No, there's times where I'm like, gosh, why did I just eat so much? Yeah, it does happen.
I think I permanently hurt myself once by eating too much, and ever since then, I restrained myself. I pulled a muscle.
Why? That's why I know. Like, I can't have an endless bag in front of me. I have to, portion it out and then hide the bag someplace it's hard to get.
I thought I was doing so well. I was eating those murder nuts, the kind where they just leave so much DNA.
Crime.
Murder nuts.
Yeah,
Okay.
it just leaves so much DNA from the peanuts. It's
covered
on your
in dust.
finger. Yeah, it's covered in it's a murder nightmare. Those are so many calories that I could eat 7 boxes of those.
Oh, my gosh.
Like that.
Yeah, they get away from you.
Yeah. Are you still in that nut game?
Yeah, I backed off a little bit, but I kind of got back into it. So I got nuts at home ready to go.
Yeah, but the appropriate amount of nuts is so small.
Well, you know what? I went back into the nut game because I sidestepped when I was doing the chips and salsa. And I'm like, I got to get away from the chips and salsa. So now I'm back in the nut game.
That's what I'm saying,
It's a
man.
healthier choice.
He's so disciplined.
Healthier choice.
Yeah.
On a level I can't even fucking get.
Yeah, it's not easy, man. It's not easy. I think it was Chris that had asked, are you going to have those KVJ shirts at the live show that have the little emojis for each show member? Yeah, we'll have those there. And then, yeah, we're kicking around. I think we're going to hopefully start doing more merch stuff again. In fact, I'm wearing one of the old merch shirts today. The slushies are for hitters. That was the really insulting thing I said to my son Cannon one time when he wanted a slushie and he went over, and I don't know what just came over me. I just blurted it out one time, and it became a thing where it was one of my bad dad moments.
What does Ofer mean, Denny's?
Ofer? You
Ofer.
got no hits?
Very good.
Very nice.
Yes.
That's good.
You got
Nice.
no
Good.
hits.
Yeah, I got no hits.
You should get one that says slushies are for baskets. And then you playing basketball now, right?
I like the attempt, though.
Yeah, I mean, I'm
fucking love
trying.
it.
I'm trying.
I love the attempt.
Tell him not to travel too much out there.
I mean, he's not wrong, though.
No, he's not.
Slushies are for,
He's not.
for buckets.
For buckets, there you
yeah.
I don't know if it's smooth, but, yeah, it plays a little bit. Yeah, we were asking because somebody had sent me the TikTok video of a guy that had jumped. I guess it was at the mall at Wellington Green. It just showed him in the fountain there, right by the glass elevator, and they're like, "It wasn't on the news or anything. What happened?" But somebody said, "Yeah, I got to stay anonymous." But yeah, he did jump from the second story. I guess he was trying to kill himself, and he landed in the fountain, and it didn't work. He didn't even look like he was really hurt, so that's why it was kind of confusing. Like, what was this guy's attempt? Was he? He didn't look like the typical kind of like jackass kind of person that was trying to do it for a video or just be off the hinge. But it's like, yeah, that wasn't it. They did airlift him by Trauma Hawk to St. Mary's, but I don't think he was.
I lead the league in wooden ankles. If I did that, my ankles would just
Yeah,
dust.
there's no doubt it hurt, but yeah, it was amazing. He was sitting up and kind of moving around, and you're like, I don't know what
I
was
wonder
going
if he
on
broke his ankle, though, because if you
Maybe,
look at how
yeah.
shallow the fountain water is, there's no buffering. He just landed on concrete, basically, and got wet at the same time.
I just feel like everything from your butthole down to your toes would hurt landing on that thing.
I was skateboarding once on a rail, and I landed on my tailbone.
Oh,
I
my
never
gosh,
again
yeah.
got on a skateboard. It hurt the end of my dick. It hurt everything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I hate I hate injuries that lead to pain at the end of your dick. I hate.
It says that shock
good.
down your...
It's not good.
Do chicks have that where they get pain at the end of their clit?
Guaranteed.
They have a clit pain.
I bet you it sends a sharp clip pain to the brain.
Gosh, this is what we need, Virginia.
Yeah.
Or chat room. Let
So
us know
if a
you guys
woman's
have CP.
skateboarding and she lands on her tailbone, does it hurt her clit?
That's a great question.
Wouldn't think so.
I would think
Well,
so, yeah.
you can
I
hurt
think
her
it's all
tailbone.
connected. Well, I think it was so when I fell on my tailbone, it sent a pain up my spine
Oh,
to
okay.
every extremity,
your
including
dick.
the
Okay,
end of
yeah.
my penis.
Yeah, I stand with Denny's on that. If a woman fell on her tailbone, I do feel like her clitoris might be a little tender.
I would agree.
Okay. David in the chat room said, "Hey, I live in Arkansas. Are you guys going to sell merch online?" Yeah, I think we're going to do it just for people that are outside of South Florida. I think right after we do a live show, I think we're going to do it. Was it 48 hours or a week or something like that? There's a time limit on it, so it's
Yes.
we're not going to just open up the merch store for good. We're going to put them out just for a little while.
I think it'll be a limited time run after the next live event.
Yeah, I think that is the game plan.
This just in, it's pretty much across the board. No, there will not be clitoris.
No clip pain?
No CP at all.
So,
Really?
Yeah, it's across the board from the chat room, ladies.
Wow. All right.
So the more we know.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's good to know. This is good to know, too. Colin said, hey, you definitely got to check out that Apple Pay. I went through yesterday, Chick-fil-A, and didn't have my wallet on me, and my kid's little Venmo card was turned off. He said, yeah, it's a lifesaver. I wish I did it sooner. I can put several credit debit cards in my Apple Wallet. If I ever forget my wallet, I know I'm good. And, yeah, a lot of times I don't put the wallet in my pants because I had that one thing. Somebody's telling me one time, when I used to be Meathead Kev, I was just doing curls, seated curls on the bench, bicep curls, and I pulled up on one and popped my back really bad to the point I had to go to a chiropractor. And they said, do you put your wallet on the right side? I said, yeah. They said, it starts to move your spine out of alignment. And that was the crazy thing. So I really don't travel with my wallet anymore because anybody who's doing that, you're lifting half of your butt by about 3 or 4 inches, maybe, depending upon what's going on there.
Now, when that pain happened, did you get dick pain like Denny's did?
No, I didn't have any dick pain.
Okay.
Really?
I was just.
I'm kind of shocked by
I'm shocked.
a lot of. Kevin seems to be on the other end of our thought process in that whole thing.
Yeah. It's a little different. It's a little different.
Yeah, I noticed that because I alternated. So here's what's weird. I alternated my wallet because I read that same thing about it slightly throws off your spine.
When you said how big's your wallet, I mean, it's not anything too crazy, but sometimes like that's how thick it is. What is that? Well,
it lifts you up enough.
It's maybe 2. Yeah, it does. And it doesn't take much. That's, I guess, the point of it. And if I'm, stacked with business cards, yeah, it's about as thick as it ever gets. But
Damn,
still.
she's real thick.
Oh shit, my credit card's gone.
Uh-oh.
Oh,
jeez.
Fuck.
Apple Wallet.
Oh no, wait. You know what? The queen gets in there, she puts it in the wrong places.
She's fucking with your head, dog.
Yeah, she's
look
always
at you.
digging around
You're
in
on
there.
the air.
Like I said, it's like she'll go in there. I don't know what it is. She's always, and it always gets me. It spikes the anxiety because everything's got to be in the right space for me.
Yeah.
Because it's hiding behind. It's like that's not in the right.
Do you know where that comes from? In my opinion, why you are so organized to a point where you get anxiety? I think it's because you're an only child, and you were really kind of the person that was in charge of your room. You didn't have to share a lot of shit with people.
Yeah.
I come from such a large tribe of people. You just accepted shit was going to be fucked up.
Things are always in a place. Like if you're trying to buy something and you go and you're like, oh my God, my card's gone. Mm-hmm. And then first it's that panic and that terror, and then it can wreck your day. Because I could be, like, let's say you go out and I'm going somewhere. It's like, oh my gosh, I don't even have my credit card. I can't even buy anything. And then you turn around and you go home or whatever. Yeah, that's why I get this fixed.
I got 2 friends that are only child. It was the one kid in the family, and you all 3 have so many similarities. And I go, is that a coincidence, Denny's? I don't know if it is, and it kind of makes sense because when you do have a bunch of people in the house. Motherfuckers eating your Chinese food. They're taking your fucking blanket.
It's fair game, everything.
Yeah, you almost turn
That's
into
it.
like Hunger Games up in that motherfucker.
Yeah, I don't need a lot, but I need my little space, and I don't want people in it because I got everything laid out just in the. So I know where it is. Like you, honestly, in my house, if it's done right, you could take my eyesight, and I could still find everything.
I completely understand why you would like that and why you're that way.
Yeah.
It makes sense.
Big fan of that. Kelsey said, I wanted to share my story. A lady came into our restaurant in Tequesta. She sat at the bar, ordered a drink and ceviche, went to pay, and she said, my credit card didn't work the last 2 places. I hope it works here. If not, I got to do the dishes. It declined. And the guy next to her was a regular, and he ended up buying her lunch. But, like, if you know that your card got declined the last 2 places, wouldn't you go to your bank and see the problem?
For real.
Yeah, why do you keep trying to buy if...
It could be your scam.
Yeah,
it could be an easy way to knowing that somebody will pick it up. I have the Apple Pay. It is very convenient. Mm-hmm. I only use it in usually times of emergency.
And Renee from Royal Palm, she said, I'm heading to Israel July 11th with my mom and her church. If you had to pick a few types of food I got to try, what would you pick? Jerusalem Kev. I must admit I'm not too informed on the cuisine of Israel, but I wanted to know what I must try and what I should stay away from. Also, how'd you survive the 13-hour plane flight? I'm dreading that. Okay, so first things first, about the food, it's Mediterranean stuff. It's just like the kind of stuff that you would have here. Hummus was fantastic. Pita bread, they got a lot of that.
Probably a lot of fish.
They do have some fish, and I did that one day because we're... where were we? Sea of Galilee, and they had some, and it was bland and not good. So if I had to say what to stay away from, they did it because they're like, this would have been what Jesus did. I'm like, oh, this sucks, man. That was pretty terrible. But so the fish I didn't like, but you might want to do it because they just throw a whole fish on your plate, and then you got to work around that, and it's got bones and
I probably still in it.
I was like, I guess this is an experience, but that wasn't it. Yeah, so for me with the food, I mean, I really kind of went with everything because everything was on my diet. I went on and had the pita bread. That was great. The hummus was fantastic. It's a lot of, you see cucumbers, tomatoes, fresh natural stuff like that, oils and whatnot. It was really good. Dates.
All right.
Are kind of big. So, I thought that was all really good. The flight, that's something. Because on the way back, I can't sleep on a plane. And I was sitting between my buddy and my wife. And it was just, they were both like, they were asleep on me on each side. It was miserable. So, and I don't know if it's, maybe it was 13. Yeah, that was not fun.
Those long flights are rough.
Yeah, I always download a lot of stuff on my phone and try to watch stuff. And,
Me too.
That sort of thing to kind
Music's
of keep it going.
big for me.
Yeah, I'll bounce between that. I'll have podcasts, stuff to watch.
I got to be careful, though. If I'm on a plane traveling, I usually got some drinks in me. And then if I get the music going, I'll start kind of rocking out in my seat. And I got to just... It looks weird.
Yeah.
Well, and you're fucking doing a concert.
And the problem is if you're in the middle of the seat and you're drinking, though, you got to keep hissing. And so that's a big part of the problem. And then when you got people sleeping on you, you're like, and then, it's a pain in the ass.
And then you're rocking out.
Yeah, right. So that's rough. Got a nice email from Marie in Fort Lauderdale. Said, I love you guys. I'm listening to last Friday's episode, and I'm laughing so hard I'm crying, but I'm giving plasma. Somebody came up and asked me if I'm okay. That's nice. She said, also to touch on the tipping topic you guys had, I work at Florida Live Arena where I met Panda and Rocco, and we work for tips, cheer parents, band parents, all that stuff. And it's how we make money for our kids to do extracurricular activities. I know they do that a lot of times at the ballparks as well for spring training. So, keep that in mind. If you do go there, you're supporting youth athletics typically. Because that is who's working. And honestly, the parents usually do a really good job, and they take care of you as far as getting drinks. We got a couple tequilas when we went to Florida Live, and I got to tell you right there, they took care of us. It was nice.
And if you want to make youth athletics a little bit more fun, if you're bored, try gambling a little bit with your friends amongst the game. Don't make it, don't let the kids know about it.
It's a big deal. Honestly, down in Miami, man, on youth football, gosh, it gets serious.
You got you and your the other dads. All right, is Johnny going to get a hit or not? $5 he doesn't. No.
Yeah, I saw a little bit of that gambling going on in Miami, man. These guys were intense.
No, it's insane. It's not the right way.
And they would kill you over the money too.
Oh, jeez. I actually don't recommend it. It's a terrible avenue to go down.
I saw that. I'm definitely not getting involved with that, man. That was intense. All right, so tomorrow we're going to be in Jensen Beach. It's not going to be a live show. It's going to be us, kind of hanging out. There's going to be some live music. We're going to get on the stage and play some games, but nothing's going to be broadcast. It's not going to be streamed or anything along those lines. It's an appearance, not a live show, but we'll be having drinks with you and having food and just kind of chilling out. So a chance just kind of like hang and chat for a bit.
We'll be doing some stretching.
Are you okay?
Yeah, we'll be talking, stretching, just doing all kind of stuff.
All the regular stuff.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, we'll see you out there 426 on Northwest Federal Highway. Hopefully we'll see you guys there at the Buffalo Wild Wings. Y'all have a great weekend. See you back here on Monday. Goodbye.